Good evening. I'm Christian Imperio, Director of Programs and Outreach here at Pakachoag Music School. I'm thrilled that each of you have chosen to spend your New Year's Eve with us as we reflect on the year that was and share our hopes and dreams for 2021. While 2020 presented unprecedented challenges for our school and community, our teachers, staff, and families have embraced these challenges with enthusiasm and energy. The desire to keep music alive despite the circumstances is a reflection on the importance of the arts in our community. This evening will feature faculty and student performances and our transformation to virtual learning through our Pakachoag Connect program. We will also introduce our first community conversations guest and initiate a community effort, 21 Ways to Create Harmony in 2021. At the turn of 2020, we were in the midst of several program expansions, including doubling our student recital opportunities from 4 months annually to 8. We closed January, the first month, with a stunning performance featuring faculty member Kriston Carney, the All Saints Choirs, and our partners in music, Worcester Children's Chorus, in a program entitled Dreams of Harmony, Reflections on Martin Luther King Day. A community event, the concert was covered by the local press with opening remarks by Worcester State Representative Mary Keefe. Just 2 months later, we went from a robust in-person program to a remote-only school. We had to relearn how to create harmony, musically and as a community. Weekly performance classes, student recitals, Suzuki groups, and music together classes were suspended. As with the rest of the world, Zoom very quickly became a household name. Our faculty and families incorporated a variety of virtual platforms and techniques to keep music alive in their hearts and homes. The culmination of these efforts in embracing remote learning was our Harmonies from Home summer virtual recital series, running June through July. Here are some highlights of those performances.
like to swim in a clear blue stream where the water is icy cold. Then go to town in a golden gown and have my fortune told. Just once, just once, just once before I'm old. I'd like to be not evil, but a little worldly wise, to be the kind of girl designed to be kissed upon the eyes. I'd like to dance till 2 o'clock, or sometimes dance till dawn. Or if the band could stand it, just go on and on and on. Just once, before my chance is gone. I'd like to waste a week or two and never do a chore, to wear my hair unfastened so it billows to the floor, to do the things I've dreamed about but never done before. Perhaps I'm bad or wild or mad with lots of grief in store, but I want much more than keeping house, much more, much more, much more.
As part of our 2021 initiatives, we will be hosting a series of community conversations featuring artists from past and present. Our guests will share with us the impact of arts in the community as well as their lives. We're very excited this evening to be joined by our first Community Conversations guest, an alumna of our school. Julia, thank you for joining us. And if you could, please share a little bit about yourself, when you were here, what instrument you studied, and maybe an interesting experience, your favorite experience while a student here at the school.
Hi everyone, it's great to be here. So I was a student at Pakachoag Music School through my middle school and high school years, so from 2004 to 2010. I took piano lessons with Leah Lipner and violin lessons with Maxim Korn and Peter Hughes. I would say that the best part of my experience at Pakachoag Music School was definitely the community. I'm a first generation Vietnamese American, and my parents didn't really know much about music. They were also not always around, as they were working really hard to ensure I had as many opportunities as possible. At Pakachoag Music School, I remember feeling a sense of belonging and community as everyone, from Sarah to my instructors to my fellow students, were very welcoming and very encouraging from when I started playing out music and as I slowly developed as a violinist and pianist. Going to lessons, attending recitals, and hanging out with my fellow music students was a very important part of how I spent my free time during my middle school and high school years.
Thank you, Julia. It's wonderful to hear your story, and I'm glad to hear that you were able to share a community here at Pakachoag. In fact, as you were sharing your story, it caused me to realize we have a commonality. I'm a first generation Filipino American. My father immigrated from the Philippines in the mid 80s to pursue a graduate degree in piano performance. My family background, my mom was a voice performance major in Boston. My father was an active pianist in this area. And despite our difference there, we both found that commonality in music, and we've kept it through our lives, and of course have found a way to maintain a sense of community through our music connection. I think that's wonderful. If you could share with us what you're doing right now and what you're doing with music.
So, after high school, I attended Williams College where I majored in chemistry and economics. I then got a PhD in organic chemistry from the University of Washington. After my PhD, I took a bit of a break, did some lecturing at the University of Washington, and now I'm transitioning into data science. As to what I'm doing with music now, I will admit that I have not kept up with music as much as I had hoped, but I definitely feel that music played an important role in my career so far. A lot of the skills that I developed playing music, such as creativity, collaborating, problem solving, and poise in front of an audience, were crucial during my college and graduate years. As soon as I have a bit more free time, I definitely want to get back into violin and piano.
Well, that's wonderful to hear, and I'm sorry that you aren't active in music anymore, but please get back into it soon. We have a lot of inquiries here, adult inquiries, and also adult students who say they wish they would have continued playing or they wish they would have taken lessons sooner, and I hope you're able to do it sooner rather than later. Thanks again for taking the time, Julia. It's great to speak with you, and we look forward to featuring you in our first Community Conversations event in a few weeks.
Thank you so much for having me. I hope everyone has a happy new year.
As part of our technological transformation, we are continuing to optimize the use of virtual platforms. We welcomed our online remote learning program, Pakachoag Connect, this past fall. During this time of social distancing and safety protocols, many of our programs have been or continue to be offered online only. Going forward, when all or most activities return to in-person, our school will continue to offer remote options for some programs. Pakachoag Connect provides students and families more flexible scheduling, expanded access, and assistance in unique situations where travel, health, or transportation might otherwise prevent regular music instruction. Our early childhood program, Music Together, continues to meet virtually. I personally attended an MT class a few weeks ago. It was a joy to see families participate in this session. Roughly half of our private instruction students are observing remote-only lessons. For the most part, our Suzuki program groups are meeting in person, while also providing a live remote option for families who are unable to attend on-site. The tools and skills we have put into practice with our Pakachoag Connect program provide us new opportunities to connect with our community beyond the walls of our school. Where connections are made, communities are formed. Where challenges are shared, communities are strengthened. Where music is shared, communities live in harmony. One of the more difficult aspects of social distancing protocols for musicians is the inability to play with others in an ensemble. Sarah and I, as we work in the same bubble, we were able to prepare a piece of music this past week for this very special event. This is Greensleeves to a Ground. As we bring this event to a close, I hope that each of you watching are inspired to enter 2021 with hope and positivity. We will gradually unveil 21 ways to create harmony over the next year in an effort to encourage a more harmonious community. Remember, to be in harmony doesn't mean to be in unison. We can cultivate our own individual voices, but with respect to other voices that surround us. In one of my early organ lessons, I held the final chord of a piece for the exact length as notated in the score. When I lifted my hands, my teacher exclaimed, "That was too short." So I asked, "How long should I hold the last chord of a piece, if not the value as notated?" He responded, "Until just before the sound becomes noise." While in a practical sense, that is largely subjective, there is something profound about that as an approach to life and creating harmony. There was a lot of noise in 2020, from political unrest to general discord. Let's make 2021 a year of harmony, of positivity, of less noise, and much more music. Thank you again for joining us, and of course, Happy New Year.